Okay, all right. As many of you know, if you watch this channel at all, I had a complete failure in my last cooking experience. It was awful, 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 terrible. Okay, so I'm trying to return to my roots. Okay, I'm doing a pork roast today in my $10 2-quart crock pot. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do a lot of seasoning to it. Okay, I'm just not going to do it because it's an onion basted pork roast, so it already has some seasoning. I'm going to give a little shot of beef broth in the bottom of this, a little shot of beef broth in the bottom of here. Okay, just a little bit, so it's nothing, so I know that there's nothing dry underneath it. I'm going to go ahead and put the pork roast. Now what I've done, $4.23 for this, and I cut it in half. All right, I cut it in half, and I cut it in half. All right, I'm putting some celery. Now Janice doesn't like celery, but
I love raw celery.
She likes broccoli, but raw celery. I'm dropping some celery in there. Okay, carrots. I'm going to hit it. I had to stop at the food line. I'm going to cut these carrots. I usually don't like to cut them a lot, okay, because I like to leave them a little bit big. But I'm going to cut them for cosmetic purposes today, okay? I'm going to drop these in here. How many? Who knows? Just a few. Okay, carrots are always good no matter what you do. All right, now I'm going to hit this with a potato or two. The reason why is I didn't cut these up in advance and I didn't peel them, okay? Because I didn't want to. All right? So I'm going to hit these a lick. I'm not even putting salt and pepper on this today. All right? Not even going to put salt and pepper on it. I just am trying to be careful. I'm just going to put one more small potato. I don't have room for a big one. Okay? I'm going to put one more small potato in here. And what I'm trying to do is cook in a smaller portion. All right? This is my goal. And this pork roast, this is the deal. $4.23 is what I give for it. It's a pork roast. All right? Pretty good deal. I'm not salt and peppering it. I'm going to hit it with some more beef broth. Because what I like to give it is something to sort of adhere to, and I don't want anything not having good juice. And you turn around and you'll have something it doesn't hurt it. And it's made in Canada. All right. I'm going to suck this in my little slow cooker. Okay. $10 for the slow cooker. I'm going to put the lid on it. I'm going to give it, it's almost 12 o'clock. I'm going to give it 6 hours. I'll do it on high for about 2 hours. Then I'll drop it back over and put it on low for the remainder of that. That means supper will be ready in about 6 hours. You can do this in the morning. I could have done this earlier and put it on low for 8 hours if I wanted to. Then switched it back over and warm. But it's a pork loin. And $4.23. Got another $2 worth of vegetables. I cut it in half, so I took it back to $2.50. I'm at less than $5 on this meal. Pretty cheap date. All right. I'll be back in just a little bit and show you the results. If everything works right, I'll show you the end. Okay. What you're watching now, you're watching in real time on Cooking with John. You can't get this on that. Who's that big chef that Colson watches all the time? He's always throwing up to me. The guy that... Oh, shut that cabinet door. Got it. Okay. Here's the deal. Talking about. Don't get it right over it. Just get it in there. Now, I did season just a tiny bit with some, just from the bagel thing. Just, what is it called again? Bagel?
Bagel.
Everything's bagel, okay?
It doesn't really have any taste.
Okay, all right. Okay, here's the deal. Pork tenderloin. onion-based pork tenderloin. That's what this is, okay? Whoops, it's falling apart. Whoop, falling apart. Whoop. It's all right. That's all right, okay? Pork-based. Got a little bit here and there, but that's okay. Just a second, stay right there. Okay, now, I could use a slotted spoon, but I'm putting it down here so it looks pretty, Janice. Okay. This is called presentation. Whew. If you at home, put the camera up here. If you at home had only know, if you at home only know the working conditions that I have to go through, you would appreciate my programs more and give me more thumbs up. Okay, because I go through a lot. I mean, not only do I have to cook under duress and major abuse. See how much better that looks there?
Okay, I just said I don't like the fluid.
Well, I'm not giving you the fluid. It's called juices, not fluids. It looks very good. Okay. Probably talking about, all right, here's the deal. I had the one, I gave you a little picture earlier of the actual what you call it, the actual, I'll give you a picture of the cost of the actual thing. Now, this is what I'm looking at. Pork tenderloin, I cut it in two. It was $4.23. You say, John, why are you talking about the money? Because listen, we're not all rich like some people that I know very well that won't loan me money. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't need to borrow no money. I would like to have some, but I don't want to borrow it because I just don't like to borrow money. But anyway, very good, man. This tenderloin is just beautiful. The pork tenderloin turned out great. Okay. I'm going to have just a tiny bite. It may kill me, but I sacrifice for this program.
It's a little hot.
Okay. I sacrifice. I do things that are literally life-threatening. It's very good. It's very good. And the vegetables look very good too. I can't pick them up. This carrot, very good. This is not a big portion either. It's very good. This is beautiful. It's just carrots, celery, and potatoes. I didn't season the fire out of it, okay? It's a pork tenderloin. $4.23. I cut it in half. That made it $2.06.5. $2.06.5 for the meat. Another $2 or $3 for the vegetables at the most. $5 is what we're in it for. It's pretty good. All right. That's how simple. And I'm telling you something. You should have that $10 crock pot from Walmart. I should be selling them right now, making 50 cents off of them, but I'm not. $10 at the Walmart is what they are. That's all they are. It's pretty good. You'd like it. All right. Well, thank you for watching Cooking with John. Be sure, like, share, follow, thumbs up. If you're watching on Facebook, be sure and follow on that if you will. Now, be sure and back up. Yesterday, I uploaded a program that said total failure on the front of it. Watch it and do not cook anything that I did during that program because it was terrible, awful, catastrophe after catastrophe. The cornbread was awful. The steak was awful. The vegetables were awful. Do not cook it. This is a warning on the program from yesterday. This is good. You can do this. Very simple. Put it in that morning, 6 hours, leave it on. It's done. All right. Thank you for watching Cooking with John. Appreciate you. Adios. Pass the ammunition.